1 Thessalonians 2 verse 18, which says, Paul speaking, "Wherefore we would have come unto you, even I, Paul, once and again." How I love this verse. We would have come unto you, even I. Paul's drawing attention to himself. This is me, the great, well-known, famous apostle that is speaking. Even I, even Paul. Once and again. The Greek means again and again and again. I've tried to get there, not once, but several times. But Satan hindered us. Now, why do I make such a point that he says, even I, Paul? Because people usually think, preachers, they don't face the same problems that everybody else faces. You know, they just kind of glide through life. They live in ivory castles. They're out of touch with what's going on in other people's lives. But I want to tell you something. When you preach the gospel, you're a target for the devil's assault. And you face just as many problems as anybody else. And not only that, you're trying to fix everybody else's problems at the same time. We constantly have to deal with the devil. And in this particular testimony, just in case there were people who said, Paul doesn't understand, he's a preacher. He says, hey, I've wanted to come to you several times. I'm talking about me, Paul. I wanted to come on several occasions. I tried once, I tried again, but guess what? Satan hindered me. And the word hindered is a very important word in this verse, and I want you to listen to what it means. The word hindered is the Greek word egkapto. Now listen to this. This word was used to depict a runner who was elbowed out of the race by a fellow runner. However, it was also pictured to use the breaking up of a road to make it impassable for travelers. This kind of impasse, that's the important word here, this kind of impasse made it impossible for a traveler to get where he needed to go. As a result, the traveler's trip was hindered, delayed, postponed, and temporarily put off. The traveler could still take another route to get to the same destination, but the alternate route was inconvenient, cost a lot of extra money, and took precious time that could have been used in another way. So when Paul says Satan hindered us, he is literally saying, you know, we came to see you one time, and my goodness, it was like the devil just elbowed us out of the race. He hit us from the side. Or we were on our way to see you and we ran into an impasse, not talking about a physical impasse in the road, but something happened along the way that was like a blockage or a barrier. We hit something that we didn't expect to hit. We had to back up and try again. And because Paul says once and again, it implies he tried to get to them one way, they hit a barrier. They backed up, they took another way, they hit another barrier. They backed up, they tried again, another barrier. But Paul was not going to let any demonic attack stop him. He just kept taking another route and taking another route and taking another route and taking another route. It cost extra money. It took more time. It was much harder. I'm sure it took a lot of emotion and a lot of frustration, but Paul wasn't going to stop just because the devil got in his way. And eventually he reached his destination because he decided he wasn't going to stop just because the devil got in his way. And that's what you have to do. I assure you the devil will try to get in your way. He'll try to create an impasse. He'll try to hit you from the side, elbow you out of the race, an attack that you would have never seen coming. But you've just got to decide beforehand, it doesn't matter what he does, you're not stopping. Impasses, so crazy, things that you could have never imagined in all of your life, financial assaults, things happening in relationships and friendships and schedules, and how did that happen? The devil just wants to stop you from getting where you need to be. But if he tries to stop you, just back up and go for it again. And if you find out you run into another problem, just back up and go for it again. Never, never stop. Don't let a demonic attack stop you from where God wants you to go, because greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world, and you can overcome those. You're a lot tougher than the devil because of who lives inside you. So if you've been a little frustrated lately, you feel like throwing your hands up in the air and saying, I don't know what else to do, just get back out there and go for it again, because one of these days, real soon, you're going to find a route that gets you to where you need to go. And when you finally get there, you're going to be so happy, so blessed that you didn't stop and give up on this dream.